guys, welcome to Conversations with Chris. Today I'm here with Eli.
What's up?
And we're going to be asking him some questions. So Eli, what brings you into the store today?
Today I came to the store to pretty much just kind of hang out with everybody I normally hang out with, check out some new merchandise. I'm always on the lookout for some new models for 40K. I'm always on the lookout for maybe some new games I got in, pricing stuff out for things that I might want in the future. Overall, I actually came into the store mainly because I was getting ready for a Star Wars game that I'm running, and I wanted to get some character creation going with a couple of guys I had in the game. So I came in here for that, and I left to go get some dinner with my significant other, and then I came back, and now I'm here chilling out.
Gotcha. You mentioned new models, which being a fellow Tyranid player, I know I'm pretty excited for January because we're supposed to be getting some new stuff. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that because there's a lot of speculation, but the one thing I'm definitely excited about is this rumor about getting a new plastic gargantuan creature. I'm really excited about that because I hear it's going to be a psychic creature, and I can't wait to see what they do with that creature.
Yeah.
What kind of powers it's going to have. It's going to have its own separate setup for what it's going to have. Are they going to introduce more psychic powers for Tyranids? And another thing that I'm really excited about is they're finally moving Biovores to plastic kits. Like, that is one of my biggest things. Like, I love Biovores, but they cost 120 points to put in your list for play. And then they cost $120 to buy for 3 of them, which is, they're really good units, but, I mean, not everyone's going to have money to just shell out for that kind of stuff, So I'm very excited to see what they do with the Biovores plastic model Pyrovore kit. I also hear rumors that they're going to add a third setup for that kit. For some sort of psychic vor or something like that. I don't know what this psychic vor is supposed to do, and if it's lobbing warp blasts at like 48 inches, I don't know. But that's another rumor that's going on. So
I've heard my fair share of rumors.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see what's gonna come out of that too.
Yeah. So you obviously play 40K.
Yes.
Tyranid player. What other type of games do you play?
I do a lot of role-play tabletop games. Right now, like I said, I'm starting to run a Star Wars game based off of the Fate Core role-play system, which is kind of a universal role-playing system you can take to any genre, any system you want to set it to. Medieval fantasy, sci-fi, steampunk, gritty, noir, whatever you want to do.
Right.
So I'm kind of taking that system and transferring it for Star Wars, and I'm planning on doing that. So I like to do a lot of Star Wars or a lot of tabletop games. I love board games, different kinds of card games. Like Cards Against Humanity is really fun.
So you try to hit it all.
Yeah, I'm a very big try everything once kind of guy. But definitely my top, what I like to call my top nerd love, would end up being role play games and 40K.
Okay.
So.
And they're kind of like at the same level. There's no real...
I've done role play a lot longer than 40K. I've actually just got started with 40K earlier this year, but I've grown to love it. I've been doing nothing but 40K for the past few months, and I've been balancing that with role playing. I've actually been doing 40K role play, which is I'm in a game called Rogue Trader, and I'm sure a lot of you 40K fans know what that is, but it's a role play game, pen and paper role play game with dice that you play this Rogue Trader, which is supposed to be this super merchant that goes across the galaxies, uncovering planets and selling them back to the Imperium of Man. And they run into a whole slew of different problems, native species, other rival Rogue Traders, or different other, entities of man that don't want that to happen. So it's been really fun. We've been playing that for a good while. The GM is really great at it, and the players are really awesome.
Nice.
So that's pretty much what my free time staple has been.
Nice. And you said you've only been playing 40K for a couple months.
Yeah, I want to say probably for about 3.5 months.
Okay. Now, how long have you been into role playing?
Role playing I've been in since I was 14.
Okay.
I've been doing tabletop games for years, like role play tabletop games for years. So I've gotten in a whole different system. I've done D&D, I've done D20 Modern, I've done L5R, I've done World of Darkness of all sorts, from new to old, and vice versa. I've done all sorts of role-playing games. I've done LARPing too. That's that's almost like the untouchable range for a lot of people. They don't want to do LARPs,
Right.
because they don't. I've done Vampire LARP. I've done. There was a custom LARP that I did for a while, which is based off of Firefly.
Really?
We rented out like these cabins in a campground, and we would bring airsoft guns, and we'd all dress up in Firefly gear, and then we'd LARP. And whenever we'd get into combat, we'd actually shoot out. Have actual shootouts with airsoft weapons and stuff like that. It was really, really, really fun.
Our senior prank at my school, we actually did a medieval LARP in our cafeteria. We just raided the cafeteria, had a battle for a couple minutes, and then just got out of there.
Really?
Yeah, it was so sweet.
That sounds like something I would have done so much.
Yeah,
oh my
it was
goodness.
awesome.
I wish my senior class was as awesome as that, but they weren't, unfortunately. Their senior prank was to let a pig loose in school. So I mean, I like bacon, but
yeah,
that's as far as my interest went.
So you said you've been role playing for a long time, and obviously you either do that in houses or stores. So what kind of differentiates Acropolis from other stores?
Acropolis, really, the atmosphere is really, really good. Like, everyone's really welcoming. They want to get in there and help you find something you like. They will play with you. Like, I've come in here and I've played with the owner, Tim. I've played with his family, Dakota, and close friends like Brad,
right,
and other employees like yourself. And I've been able to play with people and meet new people. Like, my circle of friends has expanded from this to this in a matter of a few months because of this place opening and me finding it.
And
so
we all share the common interest.
Yeah, and it was just I think this was a godsend for our local area. Like, we didn't have a place like this, and nobody really knew how much of a demographic we had for the gaming community, like tabletop gaming and role playing and stuff.
If they build it, they will come.
Yeah, until they open the store, and then all of a sudden it's like a flock.
Right.
Coming to the shepherd, they just came, and now we have a local community that does a whole wide range of things. We've been finding people coming from Toledo and Ann Arbor that's been coming down, and other places like Jackson. Acropolis was at MegaCon earlier this year, and they did very, very well. I went there and saw that. So overall, I think this was a very, very good experience. This place opening up earlier this year.
And you feel, for the most part, how's the community to come here?
The community that comes here is really nice. Like I said, a lot of people are really welcoming. They really want you to get in and try different things, try new things. Overall, the people that are part of this local community are really cool, I think. And like with every place, you have people that are kind of like, or they kind of have that kind of confrontational attitude, or they're really competitive, so they kind of bring the mood down a little bit for certain people. But overall, the amount of people we have here, with the amount of good attitudes that we have, because we have a lot of really good attitude people, which is really awesome. In a competitive game like 40K, you have to have players that have a good attitude. Otherwise, it just gets really tedious. And I'm sure all you 40K players out there know about this. When you're playing with somebody and they're just bringing you down because they're not having a good time, and they show it, and then you start not having a good time, and you're sitting there like, why am I doing this? It's not fun. But this place, their local community here, everyone has a great attitude. Everyone plays well. Everyone's a good sport. So it's just really fun. Even if I'm losing, like the other day I had a game with one of my best friends, Jake, and I was losing, and then he started losing. It was a really close game, and I lost by 1 point. But I didn't care because it was a really good game. Like, we had a fun time. It was great. And I've had that with all sorts of players in here. There have been games where I just got completely destroyed, but I had fun because I didn't know the capabilities of those units or whatever.
Right.
And it's like, oh, I learned something. Now I know what I might need to do next time.
Yeah.
And they're really cool about showing you stuff. Like I said, good sportsmanship. They'll actually tell you, hey, I think that if you use this unit to shoot at my unit over here, it'd be a really high value target that you should hit.
Yeah.
They'll help you with that kind of stuff. And a lot of places won't do that because they're all just like, oh, I need to win. I'm not going to.
Right. I feel like the people here, they're just trying to help people learn, just have a good time. Because at the end of the day, it really is a game, just like any other game. And people get into it to play, have fun,
Yeah. Yep.
and play a game they like.
It's all about the fun. If you're not having fun, why are you doing it?
Right.
That's the biggest thing.
Why are you spending money for it?
Yup, and 40K ain't cheap. So if you're not having fun and you're spending hundreds of dollars on models, you're just digging yourself a hole to cry into. Like,
Yeah.
your wallet's gonna hate you. You're gonna hate yourself,
Yeah.
and then you're just gonna wonder why you're living a miserable life. But I mean, like I said, if you're having fun, that's the best thing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I agree.
and that's my take on it. This place is awesome.
Yep. Anything else you'd like to add?
Why do we have 2 dice out here?
These are the special Acropolis dice, only rolled for the most important of rolling. I got a 1, typical.
Guess what?
Better than a 1?
It will be better than
Oh.
I got a 3. So this is the 30% discount I'm going to be getting, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Alright, well thanks for coming on today.
Yeah, not a problem.
Until next time.
Nice talking. Stay gaming.